Guys, we did it. Ready? We got the blue cord. We got the blue cord finally. 19 weeks. We finally got our blue cord. I'm officially an infantryman. Finally. Before I go into what I actually did this week, we're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna do Chris Bumstead's back workout, okay? And so that's barbell rows, that's lat pull downs, that's bent over rows, and we got some pull-ups, and then there's a little other sprinklings in there. And then I have to get a little bit of legs, so we're gonna do some light deadlifts. Nothing special. I just have to get the blood flow, because let me tell you, this week wasn't a hard week, but it was definitely dynamic. So before we get in the workout, let me explain to you what we did this week, okay? So we conquered Honor Hill. That's what we did this week, okay? And so the whole week I was in the field. I was pretty beat up after the long run last week, so Monday decided to take it easy, especially with the hamstring, right? Hamstring's finally alleviated. It's gone. Probably because I didn't run that much this week because I was in the field, right? So thank God that's gone. So now we can start really dialing in on this training, right? So Honor Hill, Wednesday we had a kit run. So it was only a 5K. It was a 5K kit run. Remember, kits are around 25 pounds, and it was nothing special. I think it was 8:15 pace, and so for me that was pretty moderate. Nothing special. It was like a zone 1, zone 2 pace. I think my heart rate was, like 125 that morning. But like I usually say, coming off that ground, man, it does not feel good. Like, my ankles are tight, my back is tight, my body's just tight, but it went well. It went well, right? My body felt good. It seemed like it recovered properly, at least. And so that went smoothly. And so the field time, we didn't do very much. We did a lot of live fire with the mortars, but besides that, we didn't do too much. And so it was kind of a lot of hanging around all day. And so we get to Thursday night. And this is where we do Honor Hill, okay? So Honor Hill is like a ruck march that is 9 miles. And for us, we had 80 pounds in our ruck. So we had our normal standard equipment inside of it, and then we had to put our kit, and then we had to fill our waters. And so it came out to around like 80 pounds. So remember, I'm 150 pounds. Like that I feel that. Like, that does not feel good. And so right off the dart, like, they take off. I'm like, and with my short ass legs, like, I can't walk very fast. So like, I'm shuffling the whole time. Like, I can't stride out like these guys, these 6'3", 6'4" guys who would just like step out like it's nothing. So I had to like shuffle and like jog probably a little bit more than half of it. And so I'll tell you two funny moments, okay? 2 funny moments, and then we'll get straight into this workout. So the first funny moment was when, so we had this stupid ass rock, okay? That was like our mascot, and we had to carry it to Honor Hill. That was our platoon's mascot. So, I think it was like a 25-pound rock. So annoying. Like, you can't carry it. Like, even if you put it on your back, like, it's gonna bang your head. Anyways. So one of the guys was struggling in the back, so he couldn't get it to the front. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go get it for you. So I stop, I turn around, I go all the way to the back of the line. We're in 2 staggered columns with everyone just going forward, right? And so I go back there, we're trying to switch off the rock, and then I finally get the rock on me, right? So now I have probably 105 pounds on me. I turn around, they're gone. Like, they are going, it doesn't sound fast, 12-minute pace going down this hill, okay? And so that is like, with 105 pounds, like, I was dying. Like, I was like, oh, I was like, no way. I was like, no way, I'm gonna get dropped. And they're like screaming at me because they think I'm getting dropped with the rock, but no, I wasn't getting dropped. I was helping him out. And so I was moving. I was going like 8-9 minute pace with the stupid ass rock on my back with this 80 pounds, and I was dying. Like my ankles, my feet, oh my gosh. Like I was like crumbling, okay? I get to my buddy John, and this is the second funny part, okay? Get to my buddy John on the other side of the stagger column. I'm like, here, John, have it. I can't have it anymore. I've had it for probably only like 400 or 500 meters, but I had to sprint up to him. And so I give him the rock. He's like, Chris, I got you, man. I'm like, oh yes, John, you're the man. So I give him the rock, get back into my line. We get back to where we were, right? And so we're still running at this point. And so we're going like 12-minute pace down this hill. We're cooking. And so I look to my right. John's struggling. Like he can't pick up his legs very well. And so he's running. And then bam, right on his face. I thought he was cooked. I thought he knocked himself out, because with that 25-pound rock, or like with his M4, I thought something would have like taken him out. So he went face first into the ground with 100+ pounds on him, right? So he just like tumbled on the ground. It's like, and it was so funny. I was like, like I felt like it was my fault because I gave him the rock, but like I couldn't have the rock any longer. Like that was almost my entire body weight I was carrying. And so he's like, I'm good. The rock, of course, survived. And so we had to pick the rock up. We had to run back, catch up with everybody. And it was a complete mess. But we finally made it. We got our blue cord and we survived. But yeah, so let's get into this Chris Bumstead back workout and let's do this thing. So for the Chris Bumstead workout, we're not following the same order, but we're gonna do the same exercise, okay? So he's big, right? So he doesn't need any weight when he does pull-ups, especially since he's bodybuilding, right? He's already like 200+ pounds. I'm only 150, so it doesn't grow me that much to do my own body weight. So we're gonna do a 35. We're gonna do it for 8 reps. Ooh-ah. Whew. Looking at my butt. We're gonna do a full stretch this time. So all the way to the bottom, pause. All the way to the top, pause. See how that affects it. Ooh. Okay, so next thing Chris does is some bent over rows, right? So, can't blow my back out. So we're gonna go a little light today. Make sure we get perfect form. We're gonna hit 160. We'll go for 8 to 10. Most of these reps are in the 6 to 12 range, the hypertrophy. It pretty much goes to failure at the end of every single rep. I'm gonna go lighter so I can pull it back a little bit more. So let's rip this thing. Come on. Down to 145. Okay, next, lat pull downs without the thumbs. I don't know why Chris does that. I gotta figure it out, but I don't know yet. We're just gonna do what he says because he's the fucking man. It's for the biceps. That's why. Forearms and biceps. That's why he doesn't use the thumb. Last one. Incline dumbbell rows. Pre-workout can only do so much, so I think this is the last exercise for today. Everything in me wants to lift really heavy, but dude, I gotta stay dialed, especially with the race coming up and how much we're doing in the field. We're finally done with the field, so I can start going heavier, but the race is coming up, so. So I gotta be very careful today. I'm running off 3 hours of heat last night. So, and plus with that 80-pound ruck, very susceptible of injury. So, we're sticking pretty light today. We're gonna do 275. I'm just gonna fill it out. 3-4 reps, nothing to just get the blood flowing. And we're gonna wear this just in case. Blow my back out, I'm screwed. So, taking no chances. Wow. Did not feel good. Ooh. Okay, well, I lied. This is last set. We're just gonna do one set to failure, and we're out of here, baby. We're out of here. Get 90s each side. Oh, my hands. Yep, that's it. I'm done. That was spoiled. Good work today, ladies and gents. No rest days, I'm telling you. No rest days. You don't need them. Let me explain, okay? Meaning, you really only need a rest day for the mental side. If you do active recovery days correctly, you won't need rest days, and they're actually more productive than they are of flat out doing nothing, right? So if you're on the couch doing nothing all day, right? Lactic acid, no blood flow, you're just gonna be stagnant, okay? If you do active recovery correctly, so let's say do 50% of your 1 rep max, cut the volume, right? Or for runs, you cut the volume, you go even easier than you usually do. Like, you're gonna get bang for your buck, right? You're gonna recover quicker than you are if you take no rest days at all. So I'm a big advocate for no rest days. I'm an advocate for active recovery days rather than completely rest, okay? The only time you really need a full rest day is for like competitive athletes, right? And when I say competitive athlete, I mean like it's basically their job to work out. So D1 athletes, military guys, anyone in like a very competitive sport or like working extremely hard every single day, kind of pushing their limit, because then it's the mental side that gets you, right? The days stack up, the months stack up, the years stack up. And so those full rest days are really for the mind rather than actually for the body. And so I'm always an advocate for active recovery rather than rest days. So today wasn't so much of it was for me more on the active recovery side. Didn't push the boundaries too much. Didn't go really to any failure. So I really wanted blood flow in my back, in my legs, upper body, because man, the field wrecks my body. And I found like active recovery, still getting a lift in, getting something in, every single part at least helps a lot. So today we did 5x3 reps of 275 for deadlift. We did 4x8 for 35 pounds pull-ups, 3x8 for 155 bent over rows, 3x12 145 seated rows, 3x12 115 thumbless lat pull downs. Great, totally adding those into the schedule now. And then 3x10 40 pounds incline dumbbell rows, right? I'm telling you, Chris Bumstead, he's the man. He is the man. He knows what he's doing. I didn't think he knew what he was doing, but when you see like these elite guys and you do what they do, you realize they don't do anything like special, right? They're just so dialed, so consistent, so disciplined, and it's just admirable, right? I love that about him. Like, his workouts are like, I'm no diss at all. It's just like, it's nothing unique, right? He does the basics, he does the compound, and he focuses on specific muscle groups. And obviously he has a coach, right, that helps him through it, but he knows what he's doing. Like, you don't need these like fancy ass crazy lifts to perform at your best or perform at the top of your game. You just gotta keep showing up. Your weights are gonna go up. If you have intention, if you're precise, you will always make it. You will always make it. So, anyways, tired. I need to get some rest tonight. So, that's it for today. Great back day. Thank you, Chris Bumstead. Love you. Love you guys. You guys keep it up. Keep me on my game. Keep you guys on your game. Bet on yourself. Let's go. See you tomorrow.